So welcome back to another video, and today I will be reviewing the classic 80s camp slasher sleepaway camp. Now before I do continue, make sure to hit that like button, please subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into the review for sleepaway camp. Now I have not seen this movie in years, and surprisingly this is the first time that I am bringing it to the channel. So sleepaway camp has a shocking opening and a very surprising and shocking and twisting ending. This is a very easy movie to spoil, so if you haven't seen this movie and want to stay away from spoilers, not a lot of people have seen this movie. And yeah, so Sleepaway Camp, like I said, you basically follow this girl, Angela. Angela. And she's very shy. You can tell that she's very shy. She starts opening up she starts opening up to this guy, but that guy does something. Oh my god, I'm not gonna say what he does, but he does something with his other girl and etc. Right, and you find out what has happened to Angela before. You find out there's a past. You find out that there's a past, and as the film progresses, you find out that there's more to meets the eye when it comes to Angela. She's just watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But like, and as all this is going on, there's a killer on the loose. You don't know who the killer is, and yeah, so bodies start popping up at the camp. All these bodies start popping up the camp. First one is like this chef. And it's just a very simple kill, but these kills are done well. I think these kills are done well. In my opinion, these kills are done well. And because they start off, pretty simple. Then they start get like this. At the end of the movie, there's like this big arrow kill, and this movie again, this ending, which I will not spoil. It's a cliffhanger ending. It's a very cliffhanger ending, and it's a cliffhanger ending, and there's so much. It's really a jaw-dropping ending. It's just a jaw-dropping ending. This is not your typical 80s slasher. It's not your typical Friday the 13th or a 80s slasher that no one's seen, but I've seen it, called Stage Fright. It's not like it's not like The Burning or any other it's not like any other slasher from the 80s. It's very different, from the character, from the kills, and just from everything, from how it's handled. There are some really cool POV shots as well in this movie. There are some really cool like POV shots in this movie. And again, like I keep saying, this is not your typical slasher. This is not your typical 80s slasher. And two, this is a movie where like the kids that's at this camp, they go from different ages. There's some kids that look like they're about 10 years old, and then there's some that looks like they could be 13 or even 16. So I think this camp is just basically a all age camp, if that's even a thing. I don't know, but this camp feels very realistic in my opinion. This camp feels very realistic with all these different age groups, because it just feels very realistic to me. I don't know, like I don't know how camps really, I don't know how camps operated in the 80s, but that's what I feel like. It just feels very realistic. Some really cool POV shots. It's well directed, a pretty good score here and there, a shocking jaw-dropping ending, surprising opening, and boom, and it's just a very surprising movie. Like, the opening is surprising that it really went there, and the ending, it really went there. Like, it really went there. You know what I mean? Like, it went there. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Again, this is such a surprising horror movie. Like, I've not seen this movie in years, and there is a franchise. There's a part 2 and part 3 and etc., which I will review later on. And Sleepaway Camp, this is a must watch. I give this movie a solid 10 out of 10, mainly based on, mainly based off of the whole ending. How that was handled, how they handled the POV, how they handled to make it not a typical 80s slasher, and in general they just didn't make it a typical slasher. They knew this something was going to be something interesting, and this movie is interesting. This is a really good, well-made 80s slasher that if you're a fan of horror, let me tell you, you gotta check this movie out because it's shocking as anything. Like, it's shocking. Like, it's shocking. That's all I can say. Is this movie is shocking. Shocking. Like, that's, like, I could just put that on, up on screen to the whole video. Like, shocking. Shocking. But that's really what this movie is. It's shocking. It's shocking. The kills are simple, but they're effective. And yeah, that is my review for Sleepaway Camp. Again, not a full in-depth review, but only because, again, really easy to spoil. There's so many parts I can go, oh, that's what happened, oh, that's how that person got killed, and there are some off-screen kills, but the off-screen kills kind of get you thinking of, like, okay, where did that go? You know what I mean? Can't talk. In particular, this one scene of like the hot iron, like the curling iron, like the can't talk. Like the curling irons got like the claps, or I don't know what they are, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, where did that go? Like, like where did that go? Like, so like that, when there are kills on screen, they're handled well, and when they're off screen, they're even handled even better. Because, like I said, that one kill was like, huh? Because I see she's getting smaller, but you know what I mean. So this is a really good slasher, and I highly recommend you guys checking out Sleepaway Camp. And I'm glad that this movie is starting to get a little bit more of a following. So yeah, check out Sleepaway Camp. 10 out of 10 for me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you check out Sleepaway Camp. Part 2 is going to be in the next video, or yeah, can't talk. See you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for part 2. That's what I meant to say. Stay tuned for part 2. And I'll see you guys in the next video.